and welcome to this afternoon's webinar on PC housekeeping. Just a general webinar on how to keep your PC up and running, up to date, along with your uniform program. So on uniform, if you have a look at your bottom left-hand side, you've got the version that you're currently running. So down here on this uniform, we've got 54820. To check if there are any updates, you can go to help, and then you've got a check for updates section. Clicking on that and then pressing the check for updates button will let you know if there are any here and if there are any updates ready to install. When you have got updates to install, you'll have a message at the bottom right-hand side. Down here, there's a message saying new updates ready to install. To upload those into Uniform and to update your Uniform program, if you exit off your program by clicking the cross in the top right-hand side, quitting the program, and just going through any messages that appear, you will eventually get a window that looks like this. So the installation of the update will start. This may take several minutes. Install updates now. If you select yes to that one, then Uniform will just update itself. I'm just going to cancel off this one for the moment. When you update your Uniform program, if you have any other PCs with Uniform on, they will all need to be updated also. So update the main PC first and then go and do your other computers that are linked in with the Uniform program on. The Uniform update will only run on Monday to Thursday. You will not be available to update your Uniform program on a Friday. If you're having any problems updating Uniform, do give us a call. What you might also see at the bottom of this screen here, I have an icon with an orange dot in it. That's showing me that I need to restart my PC because I have updates on my actual computer that need to be installed. So that's this icon here. So if you see on your computers you have a little orange dot next to an icon, then just restart your computer by pressing on the start button in the bottom left, and again you can see that orange dot here. Clicking on the power and then restart, that will then update your PC with any updates that are pending. To check your Windows updates, if you click in your search bar and type update, you can also search for any system updates that are required here. So this isn't for Uniform, it's just mainly Windows updates that are needing to take place. So as you can see here, I have some updates that are required for my Windows 10. If I restart my PC now, those updates will happen and my PC will be all up to date. Restarting your PC regularly, that just keeps it running smoothly. You know, machines, they're not built to be on all the time. They do need to have a restart every couple of weeks or so, if not more, like every other week, every week, just to make sure that, you know, anything that is needing to restart or shut down and reopen, it will just keep your PC running a lot smoother, and also it will be a lot more responsive. You may find the longer your computer's on for, it starts to go a bit slow and gets a bit clunky. Just doing that restart just gives everything a bit of a kick. So restart often, do your Uniform updates as soon as you see that little message appear in the bottom right. What's also important is antivirus. Obviously you don't want anything to be able to attack your PC, anything to be able to access any information from your computer, like hacking, anything like that. So getting an antivirus is also important, especially if you've got, any banking or anything on your computer. It's just, that data protection, get an antivirus put on. If you do have a new antivirus put on your PC, it's worth just giving our help desk a call, and we will be able to just pop in some exclusions so the antivirus doesn't interfere with UNIFORM running, but it will still work as it should do for your PC. So yeah, today's webinar is just about your PC health in general. Obviously, if you were to not do updates and you were to just let your PC run, it begins to get slower. There is the possibility that it will start crashing. So doing those restarts, getting those Windows updates up to date, that just ensures that your PC life will last that little bit longer. It'll give it what it needs to run. Holding down your finger on the button to turn the PC off, that can cause a lot of issues. So we do recommend you go to your start bar here and either turn off or restart your PC in the correct way. And again, just shutting down your computer will not run the updates. You do need to do a restart to do any Windows updates. And again, for UNIFORM update, it's just pressing that exit button at the top right hand side, and then a message will appear. That's about it for today's webinar. Next week, it's generally how you can avoid emails going into junk, and just keeping that line of communication open, how to manage that. So it's a bit different to what we have been doing. So the webinar isn't necessarily about UNIFORM, but it does help you with your PC health.